Most people identify apartheid with the grotesque system of control that existed in South Africa from 1948 to 1994, in which the white minority ruled over the black majority, stole their land, and deprived them of basic rights. It was a system reviled by the whole world, and it eventually crumbled under the combined pressure of internal resistance and international sanctions. Today, the word is back, and with it too is a growing global movement to end the Israeli form of apartheid.
We feel that the concept of apartheid is really crucial for understanding what's happening here and where Israel is going, because it's the only term that accurately defines the system that Israel is trying to develop. It isn't just a policy. It's not just discrimination. It's the way the system is structured. It's a separation of populations in which one group permanently and institutionally dominates another group.
What you have in the West Bank is two entirely separate and unequal geographies that are superimposed on each other but exist separately. You have the Palestinians who are cut off into dozens of ghettos, literally surrounded by walls and physical barriers, with little access to work, to education, even to the basic means of survival. Food and water is often difficult to come by. And then superimposed on that, you have the settlers who live in what look like American-style suburbs, very spacious, very luxurious homes, with swimming pools, with access to water.
Immediately after the 1967 occupation, Israel began building Jewish-only settlements in the occupied territories and started moving its population into these settlements, a practice that is illegal under international law. There are approximately 220 Jewish-only settlements scattered throughout the West Bank. Their territorial jurisdiction includes not only the Palestinian land upon which they are built, but often the land that surrounds the settlements, which is reserved for their so-called natural growth.
The settler population in the West Bank is roughly 500,000. The Palestinian population in that same area is roughly 2.5 million.
So we have a classic situation of really an ethnic minority claiming the entire country, a large territory. And then now what do you do with the natives? What do you do with the whoever you are, in this case, the non-Jews?
Today in occupied Palestine, Palestinians must carry IDs at all times that essentially dictate where they can live, work, and move. A complex system of movement restrictions requires special permits to enter certain areas. There are over 600 manned checkpoints and physical roadblocks in the West Bank that restrict the freedom of movement of Palestinians. Only 36 of these separate Israel and the West Bank. The rest separate Palestinian towns from other Palestinian towns.
Abuse, beatings, humiliation at the checkpoints is a routine part of the experience. It's part of the systematic disempowerment of Palestinians, placing an entire population at the mercy of 18, 19-year-old soldiers who have absolute power over the lives of Palestinians.
How many is it? Over 60 women who have given birth at checkpoints because some silly kid won't let them through, or taking 20 minutes to let an ambulance through.
have been able to visit Israel and Palestine on more than 2 occasions. And what I experienced there was such a crude reminder of our painful past in apartheid South Africa. We were largely controlled in the same way. The continuous checking at the roadblocks, and to see these young men and young women standing at the roadblock, having to perform the duties of a military junta. These parallels with Israel pained me severely while I was traveling through that lovely country.
Well, I think the unpleasant and unavoidable comparison is with South Africa during the apartheid period. And I must say that having visited South Africa, that they were much better off than the Palestinians living in the refugee camps.
We went to jail because it was impossible to sit still while the obscenity of the apartheid system was being imposed on our people.
Desde 1967, Israel se apropia de nuevos territorios palestinos. ¿Cómo? Ampliando la construcción de asentamientos ilegales. Para colonizar, Israel desaloja a cientos de palestinos, con excavadoras, con soldados, presión, a la fuerza. Pero la situación es tan alarmante que no afecta solo a los palestinos. Los asentamientos ilegales de Israel hacen que la paz en el Oriente Medio se tambalee.
I remain deeply troubled by Israel's continuing settlement activity in the West Bank, including East Jerusalem. Settlement activity is deepening the Palestinian people's mistrust in the seriousness on the Israeli side towards achieving peace.
Ante tanta injusticia, nace una campaña internacional de boicot contra Israel. Las organizaciones defensoras de los derechos humanos, los activistas y la sociedad civil se han unido para bloquear a Israel. En España, en Francia, la gente exige a los supermercados que boicoteen los productos israelíes. Pero la campaña ha aumentado. Ya no son solo los ciudadanos. Varias empresas europeas han cancelado todas las transacciones con las empresas israelíes involucradas en la construcción de asentamientos. Y más aún, la Unión Europea ha bloqueado todas las subvenciones y el financiamiento a las entidades israelíes con sede en los asentamientos ilegales. La campaña también ha llegado a los círculos intelectuales. Estos, los profesores y estudiantes, también se oponen al tratamiento que el régimen israelí inflige a los palestinos. Incluso el antiguo aliado de Israel, Estados Unidos, muestra su desesperación ante la política de asentamientos. Considera que es un grave riesgo para la paz entre palestinos e israelíes y alerta a Israel de que si no cambia de política, el boicot crecerá irreversiblemente.
I believe that, and you see for Israel, there's an increasing delegitimization campaign that has been building up. People are very sensitive to it. There are talk of boycotts and other kinds of things. Are we all going to be better with all of that?
Los políticos y dirigentes pro-israelíes, como el vicepresidente de la Conferencia de Presidentes de las organizaciones judías más importantes, Malcolm Hoenlein, están alarmados. Piden piedad y el fin del boicot a Israel. Pero lo cierto es que el desprecio y la inconformidad ya son un hecho. Y el mundo mira con malos ojos a Israel. Ni las universidades, ni los ciudadanos, ni siquiera los países se creen ya la propaganda sionista. El apoyo a Palestina cada vez es mayor, desde América Latina hasta Europa.